Today I'm testing some of the coolest budget gaming headphones I've ever seen, but does the sound quality and battery life hold up? Let's find out. Hey guys, Danny here. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're checking out some gaming headphones. These were sent to me for free for review, so please bear that in mind. If you'd like to purchase this product and also support my channel, you can find a link down below. This product claims to have up to 100 hours of battery life, which I can tell you straight away it doesn't, and it's not even close. It can be used in a bunch of different modes, including Bluetooth mode, dongle mode via the USB-A or USB-C connector, and even in an audio jack mode via a cable. I have to say, these are some of the best looking gaming headphones I've seen at a budget price like this. I really like the red backlight that they have, and just the overall design of them feels of a pretty good quality for their price, and just the general look of them is the style of gaming headphone that I like. The soft earmuffs are also the exact style I'd normally go for, as they don't make your ears really sweaty and hot. So I always choose this style over the synthetic leather type, which just have a tendency to make my ears feel a bit more uncomfortable and hot. And they're also using the same material on the top of the band as well, which on my previous pair they didn't have, so I really like that they've used it all around. And they're also very comfortable to wear for long periods of time because of this soft touch material, and its breathability just adds to that comfort as well. I wish we could change the color of the lighting on the side, but you can't. There's only an option if you press the mode button once, which takes it from a flashing light to a solid light. The flashing mode is pretty slow, as you would have seen when I did the features b-roll. It kind of pulses on and off slowly, which I do think looks pretty cool. I normally leave them in this mode so they're just always on. We have a volume rocker, which I felt like it felt a little bit cheap. It kind of moved a little bit too easily, didn't have a lot of resistance to it, which I'm not really used to with headphones. Normally the volume rocker has a bit more give to it. You also have your mute button for the microphone. You have your power button, your audio jack point, and also your USB-C charging port. Another reason I really like the design of these headphones is because they have a retractable microphone, and I normally use my studio microphone when I'm gaming, which is the one I'm talking with right now. You'll also see that the light at the end lights on when it's unmuted, and when it's muted it turns off. So having this retractable option just means it's out of the way when I'm not using it. Let's take a look at some of the buttons and what they do. So our mode button, which we looked at earlier, if we hold this down, it turns on the 7.1 surround sound mode. And from what I could tell, it just seemed like it boosted the volume and the bass. I'm not really sure, it felt like it added more directional audio. Maybe it did and I just didn't really notice it as much. On the other side, we have our power button. You also use this to switch into the Bluetooth mode by triple tapping it. You'll get a audible message on your headphones that tell you you've changed the Bluetooth mode, and you triple tap it again to go back to the dongle mode. I'll be showing you the dongle in a second. Throughout this video, I'm going to be making some comparisons to the Nubo headset that I've reviewed a few years back now, so I'll put a link in the top of the description if you want to go check out the full review on these. So overall, I like the look of these headphones. They're probably the best looking gaming headphones I've owned, but my experience using them has been a little bit mixed. So I've only got about 2 days battery life usage out of these headphones, which is not really that good. I don't know if it's the lights on the side, which you can't turn off. You can change the mode. There's two modes. One is this alternating mode where it fades in and out, and if you press the mode button again, it will simply just stay on. With my Nubo headset, I was getting probably 4 to 5 days usage. Now, to me, that usage can vary how much I use them day to day. But generally, I would say I probably use my headset 3 to 4 hours. So the fact that I was killing these in 2 days was really not great for battery life for me. And I'm wondering if it's because they're more compact than my older headsets, so they have a smaller battery capacity, because you can't even always trust the battery capacity these companies show for these products, because there's not really an easy way to prove the battery size they have in them. These are also really versatile because you can put them into Bluetooth mode, and they worked great on my PC, on my phone in Bluetooth mode. You can also use these in the wired mode using the audio jack. So you have this option: if these die, you can plug in the audio jack. I tested this on my PC and on my smartphone, and it also worked great. I did notice when you're using the audio cable, the sound level doesn't seem to go quite as high when you're running them in the wireless mode, but it is loud enough for me at least. Another thing that makes this product even more versatile is you have a standard USB-A connection, so this is going to work on pretty much anything, and you can always get an adapter if you need to. But also there's this little part here that slots out, and you can use this on USB-C devices. So I plug this into my smartphone. Let me grab my old one here. And I plugged it in, and it was instantly recognized, worked flawlessly, no setup or anything like that. So in terms of headsets that I've owned, this is definitely the most versatile headset I've owned, because everything and any way I've tried to use it, using its various different methods, it's worked flawlessly. Now I don't have a console, so I can't test this on Xbox or PlayStation, so if you're going to be using it on them devices, I can't really give you any feedback on how well it's going to work. In this part of the video, I'm going to be testing the microphone, and what surprised me is I currently have the headset connected to my Galaxy S24 Ultra using the USB-C adapter. Now I tested them before, and the audio worked, but I wasn't expecting my phone to allow me to use the microphone as well. You'll see the little lights turned on because I have them unmuted. When you mute them, the little light will turn off. I'll show you. And it'll also be interesting to see what kind of audio quality you can get out of this microphone, and how it sounds recording straight to my phone. Of course, one of the most important parts of any gaming headset is their sound quality, and I have to say I was a little bit disappointed of the sound performance of this headset. While they are on the cheaper side, my Nubo headset did sound better, and I swapped them in and out to compare them, and I just felt overall I preferred the sound profile of my Nubo headset. So what are the issues that I noticed? So I feel like this headset prefers bass and loudness over clarity, or at least that's what it seems sometimes. Now, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying this headset sounds bad at all. It definitely doesn't. Just in certain soundscapes, I feel like they break down a little bit. So if you're using these to listen to a podcast with just people speaking, they sound really good. And if you're listening to music, they do sound really good as well. But I just felt in some game scenarios where there's some quite loud gunshots and explosions, the bass and the volume do seem quite good, maybe a little bit over the top sometimes, especially in the bass department, and those sounds just feel like they break down a little bit, they lack detail, there's a little bit of tinniness to them, and I just feel like for some of the gaming I did, I was just a little bit underwhelmed by them. But as I said, they're definitely not bad. I would just keep your expectations in check when you're going to be using these. I would also recommend turning off the 7.1 surround sound mode, and I don't feel like this affects the footstep audio as much as you would expect. It just seems to boost the audio and the bass, so give it a try and see if you prefer the audio quality with it off, because I did, and I think it is actually turned off by default anyway. So my final thoughts on this product are a little bit mixed. While I absolutely love the design, the feel and comfort of these, they're really comfortable to wear for long periods of time, and I just really like the cool lighting on the side. The retractable microphone, couldn't really ask for much more in terms of how they look, as I really like them. But in terms of their performance, which is of course even more important, I found the audio a little bit hit and miss. It's definitely not bad. Please don't misinterpret me into me saying that these are bad in their audio. I was just hoping for a bit more, and found them a little bit disappointing in some of the gaming I did. Music and vocals, if you're listening to podcasts, I found these absolutely fine. But it just seemed to struggle a little bit when I was doing some gaming, and there was a lot of loud, heavy noise going on. The audio, as I said, just seemed to lack some detail. But these do get very loud, so if you do like quite a loud gaming headset, these are good. And with the 7.1 gaming mode turned on, they go even louder, and they're pretty bassy too. These do have a pretty nice bass. And also the audio quality, which I was again a bit disappointed with. 2 days battery life is not really that great, I don't think, especially for the 4 to 5 hours a day I was using them for. So if you're a really heavy user, you could probably kill these in a day. And while they don't take that long to charge, about 3.5 to 4 hours, that is a little bit annoying. You could plug them in using the audio jack and then charge them at the same time while you're using them. So you wouldn't technically have to stop using them, but you're then going to lose the wireless capability of them while you're charging them. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this one. I'll see you in the next one.